Good, blessed Wednesday, May the 8th, 2024. The time being 6:34 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world, with a universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have that right. You have a right to the United States Constitution. One of the amendments for the First Amendment give you a right: freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, freedom to associate. Sometimes in some places, if you on parole or probation, you can't associate or gather with other felons. But what I want to talk about this evening, y'all, is justice for a young lady in Carbondale, Illinois, a 31-year-old black female, a mother of two young minor children. And I would be asking for justice. Anybody know me, whether she was white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, or any other race. She's a human being. But this is a female that the news and the police department and the prosecuting attorney, they won't tell you both sides of the story. You see, but Triple R, I don't know everything, but I try to dig deep. Triple R is also up under the Underground Railroad, the CIA, not Central Intelligence Agency, but Christians in Action. MIA, not Missing in Action, but Muslim in Action. And what we do, we go any place that a person need us, that their voices won't be heard and only one side of the story is told. Now, let me just tell you part of the story concerning this 31-year-old black mother, black female. Yesterday, about 6 or 7 o'clock a.m., she had to shoot her husband. She didn't shoot him intentionally. She actually was shooting in the air, up. And it hit him in his hip. But he had been abusive to her, and these was one of the abuses that she wouldn't call in. But her mother knew about it. Her children knew about it. Her neighbors knew about it. Her friends knew about it. Other people knew about it. And anybody that been into an abusive relationship, whether you're a male or female, you know, sometimes love would make you say that they'll stop. Even when your parents or your friends would tell you this ain't gonna stop, you pray that it do stop. But anyway, this female don't have a record, never been arrested. This female she did everything legally with her gun. She has a permit to carry. Most people that shoot a gun, they don't have a permit to carry. And I want you to listen to this story because I have notified some of the women groups in Carbondale, Illinois, because I'm about an hour away. But I travels up there because my son was found hung, lynched in Carbondale, Illinois. All right now, in Carbondale, Illinois, on a Friday, March the 19th, 2021. And they try to say it is suicide. They opened the case a couple of times and then they said, well, give me something else. And I'm still searching. I'm going to search you from the cradle to the grave. But let me get back to this young lady because she need help. Now, The lady don't have no record now. And I want you to listen to this real good. Now, here it is. She called the police. She was holding her husband in her arms and telling him to stay awake. I go to show you, she didn't intend to do this. She just was afraid. She was tired. Sometimes when people hold stuff in, they have post-traumatic syndrome and don't even know it. You see what I'm saying? When you're going through abuse, you will have post-traumatic syndrome, just like people that have been in the wars, Vietnam, the Iraq War. A lot of soldiers come back with it, but they have to be diagnosed of it. That don't mean you're a danger and a threat. That just needs you just need to recognize it. And I'm not saying that she has that. She just have a good heart. She wanted to be loved. But let me tell you this here. Now, she called the police. The police came, asked her what a gun was. She didn't try to hide it. She told them where it was. But see, I know how they operate in Carbondale. This is a black woman. I'm knowing that she ain't got this thing registered. It's probably stolen. You see what I'm saying? She probably a felon, but ain't none of that. None of that at all. But now, she told them about the abuse. Her children told them about the abuse that they witnessed. But they said, I got to charge her with something. And then gonna tell somebody else. She could have walked away. Maybe so. But I'm gonna show you another case that they didn't say this person should have walked away. This person actually ran and chased down a person. And I'm gonna play the news clipping on it. But she went to court today. They kept her in custody. Now in Illinois, they got a new law now where it's no cash bonds. Either they let you go or they hold you, but they hold you only if they think you're a danger and a threat. Do you know this today at 1 o'clock in Carbondale, not Carbondale, but in Murphyboro, Illinois, that's where they go to court at for Carbondale in Jackson County. The prosecuting attorney said that this female who don't have no record works. The man she shot, he wouldn't work. You see what I'm saying? The man he shot has histories of beating up on her. But anyway, the prosecuting attorney told the judge that they feel that she should be kept in custody. And let me tell you why they said it. They said that she's a threat to herself, to her children, and to the public. Now, if she was a threat to her children, herself, and the public, when she shot her husband, she probably would have shot herself, shot her kids, or shot somebody in the public. But she didn't shoot nobody in the public. She didn't go chase him down. Like this individual I'm going to show you on a news thing, and they didn't charge him with a doggone thing. But let me show you this here now. Now, he said that the police said she could have walked away. Maybe so. But she didn't. You don't know what a person be feeling when they done been abused for years. 3, 4, 5 years. You don't know what they going through. But anyway, they wouldn't let her out. The judge agreed with the prosecuting attorney, and the public defender told her she got another place to stay in case because the guy's still in the hospital. The bullet moved from his hip and went somewhere by his intestines or something like that. It traveled. She didn't shoot but one time. That means to show you when the police shoot you 7 or 8 times. Or they shot Laquan McDonald in Chicago, Illinois. They shot him 16 times in the back. And I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to stay focused because some of my critics said I go off, but I try to, those of y'all that know what I'm talking about, I try to show an example. But anyway, they said that she's a danger and a threat, and the judge agreed. The public defender let it be known that She's no threat. She got another place to stay in case they didn't want her to stay at her house, even though her husband's still in the hospital. All right now. And, you know, ain't no threat to the public, to herself, or her kids. It ain't never been a threat to her. But now, I had somebody contact a black female from Carbondale United, Nancy Maxwell. She was a little too busy, she said, to come to court. She sent somebody else that didn't get up and say a damn thing in the court. Didn't say nothing to the lawyer, but the female want to talk to the kids later on. You know why she want to talk to the kids later on? So she can get some damn grant money saying, we coaching the kids, we counseling the kids. We don't need no counseling, we need the girl to get out. Y'all go in front of the news saying what y'all doing, but where was you at? Women for Change, where you at? 2 black city council members in Carbondale, Illinois, that got their organizations that getting hundreds of thousands of dollars with this grant money. Where was y'all at? Where's you domestic violent people at? But you know, I'm asking some of y'all that watch this here, this girl need help. Contact me and I'll let you know how to get in contact with her mother and other people that's trying to help her. But I want y'all to watch this other one now, where on Tuesday, September the 19th, 2023 in Carbondale, Illinois, the same damn police station, the same prosecuting attorney, he from 71st and Marshfield in Chicago, y'all. His name is Cervantes, a Spanish guy. I said he was a gangbang out there because the way he did my son identified an individual that shot him in the foot in June of 2020 while he was in the hospital. The same sergeant, what he a lieutenant now for the Carbondale Police Department, got the information and brought some pictures up for my son to identify the shooter. And guess what? This new prosecuting attorney, when he came in, he dropped the case saying cause my son died and my son probably wouldn't have been a reliable witness. How come if my son died or not, and if he wanted to drop the charges, y'all still will pick it up if it was a certain person. But you didn't do it because of me, Raymond Lewis Ivy. But I want y'all to look at this video. Here it is, a man got robbed. And after he got robbed, the robber was running down the street. He ran into business, and the man that got robbed, him and some of his friends chasing the man down the street that robbed him. I ain't got nothing against that. Went through the business one door and went out another one. You don't have to believe me. The news gonna tell you about it in a minute. Then the man who got robbed shot at the man in the streets. Even though he didn't hit him, now that would be a danger. Wouldn't that be a danger? She didn't chase after him. She shot him right where he was at and then called the police. But you look at this here, this is going to show you, this is the same lieutenant, y'all, that's investigating this case. This is the same lieutenant that said my son committed suicide. This is the same lieutenant when he found a white school teacher, Katie Vallet, and her husband, Michael Vallet, spending my son food stamps 39 days after he was after he died, after he was dead, 39 days after he was dead. He took the black guy, the husband, downtown, and I got the video. He video recorded his statement, had a statement written, typed up, but the white female school teacher, he went to her school and said, do you think your husband, Michael Vallet, killed Brian over some meth? Because Michael Vallet is a felon, a murderer that was a drug dealer and did 17 years in the penitentiary with my son. They done pinged Michael Vallet in his wife's phone. And I'm telling you this to show you the same individual. They promote individuals like that. You see what I'm saying? They promote individuals like that. But the white female, after he got her statement, guess what? He told me what she said. She said, I didn't know that was Brian's food stamp card. You a damn lie, because when you spinning it, you knew it wasn't. You know Brian Lamont Johns ain't you. You know it ain't your husband. You know it ain't none of your children's. You knew it wasn't yours. And your husband admitted that he had other people's food stamp cards. They didn't arrest him, y'all. They didn't arrest him. But I'm going to leave it with this here. Watch this other video and you will see how, let's try to get, you'll see how they operate in Carbondale, Illinois. The same way they operate here in Charles, Missouri. Not all police, but the chief of police, Robert Hearns, here in Charles, Missouri, Mississippi County, and Sheriff Brent Farrow, Charles, Missouri, Mississippi County. And the same with the police in Carbondale, Illinois, Jackson County. Y'all watch this here and y'all be praying, and any of y'all want to help, and any of you females, black, white, whatever your nationality is, anybody where you want to help, y'all let me know and contact me either by Facebook Messenger or on my YouTube, and I can direct y'all to the place to go. Let's help this female. Justice for her. Peace be still.
Today, following a robbery last night, police say that 30-year-old Juan Rivera is charged with assault, aggravated robbery, and aggravated battery. Police were called to the 1200 block of East Main Street last night at around 6 o'clock for a report of a robbery. Friends of the victim reportedly chased the suspect in and out of a business before the victim fired a shot at the suspect. Now, police say no one was injured and the victim is not facing any charges at this time.